pulling a card.
I'm going to throw a friend under the bus here, but I got to witness Sean pulling a card in kindergarten. He was crying, man. It was indoor recess. We were doing, like, playing cards or something, and Sean won a game of cards, and he went, sucker. And he had to pull a card for saying that. And the teacher made him pull a card, and he was defending himself. He was like, I said soccer. I said soccer. I said soccer. Sean. Guys, we made it. Episode 10. The show is 10 episodes old. Look how far we changed. I have a beard. I think I actually had a beard episode 1, but my beard is back. Garrett has glasses. He looks like Millhouse. He's got glasses.
No hat.
You
First time
also
without a hat.
you also got something else.
I got allergies, man. Can't you tell?
It's that time
I
of the
feel
year.
like crap. I'm still doing it for my fans out there.
Yeah.
I tried to get excited,
This
but
is your
my
MJ
voice
flu
cracked.
game right here.
Yeah.
You're about to have the
Every
best
time I
podcast.
laugh, I cough. That's how bad my allergies are. It's seeping into my throat, but it's terrible. It's to the point where I have to make a whole segment about my allergies. And Ethan doesn't have allergies now, but he is known for allergies. So
I think my allergies are still asleep for the season.
Yeah, he has experience. I have experience, but I have current experience just getting slams with allergies. And yeah, it's bad to the point. We'll talk about our childhood with allergies, but for now, I'm gonna bring up my current allergy situation,
Let's hear it.
so this entire episode you won't be so annoyed by me coughing, or hopefully I'm not blowing my nose during this, but I probably will have.
That's a good rule to set out there with like sneezing. The first time, achoo, pity, bless you. Second time,
not a
achoo,
big
pity,
sneezer.
bless you. If you keep sneezing, at a point, you don't have to say bless you anymore. It's like, please be quiet.
Yeah, my allergies are never really like me sneezing over and over. It's just I have such a runny nose and so much snot in my head. Like I might have more snot than a brain in my head right now, which isn't saying a whole lot, but there's a lot of snot going on right now. Just
how does
mucus.
one make snot? I don't know.
I don't know. But anyways, currently, yeah, terrible runny nose, but what has made this season so significant is the fact that twice when blowing my nose, now I'll say this too before I tell the story, my ears are full of pressure. Like I don't know if your ears are ever affected with allergies. My ears, there is a lot of pressure in my ears during, like if not the entire time with allergies, but if you feel a spike in allergies, then it's
you have
definitely
so much gunk in your head, it's about to start leaking out the ears. All
Not-
that pressure, it's pressurizing in your head.
Yeah, it's just a lot of pressures in my head, and it affects the ears. But 2 times blowing my nose, yeah, my left ear, after blowing really hard, my left ear was full of so much pressure that I got dizzy, and I lost my balance. Because your ears, you
So
you should know
allergies
this.
have given you vertigo.
Not vertigo.
Okay.
Definitely not vertigo.
Okay.
But, yeah, because your ears are your balancing. Like, your ears are what make you stand. You know that, right?
That makes sense.
Did you not know that?
Know that.
Because you have, like, water levels in your ears.
I always
that-
thought it was basically like your
So
spine.
basically, in my left ear, my water levels somehow, like, something threw off my water levels in my left ear, I think. And I got dizzy, and I was like, for a good 5 to 10 seconds. Not too severe, but the fact that my allergies are causing dizziness, that might be pretty bad.
That's bad, but just think about how good it's going to feel when they're gone. You get to take that nice nap and you wake up, or you take a shower and just cleanse all the allergies out. Usually I take a cold shower to get it out, but
Yeah.
your suffering will end soon.
I hope so.
Usually
And
my allergies aren't bad for the summer. Spring, they're terrible. Even the fall, they're terrible. But so far, they're not that bad, and I'm kind of afraid because I know in the past they have been bad. So I think the beast is still asleep for his hibernation. But
normally you're pretty rough. I remember I took you with I was picking at a barn, like buying stuff at this barn. And you had to go in the car because your allergies were so bad.
That was bad, man. My eyes start watering. I start sneezing. I do a thing. It's like when you scratch a bug bite. You shouldn't do it, but it feels good. I basically scratch my nose. Like if I feel like I have to sneeze, I'll go, and it just feels good. It's like my way of doing cocaine, I guess you could say.
Jeez.
No, I'm just messing. Don't do cocaine, guys. Long story short, I was in the shower doing the lawnmower on my nose. I get out of the shower. I'm about to start sneezing like a wreck. I go, achoo. It looks like someone got shot in the head, like in the sink. There was blood everywhere. That's when I knew I needed to stop doing what I was doing. But
Dang. Well, that's a bloody nose plus the sneeze, hopefully.
yeah, that goes to show you how bad my allergies were. Your nose took its toll on your ears. Mine everything was just drained from the nose.
Yeah, because I don't sneeze really from allergies. You have the sneezing.
It
runny
goes
nose,
after my nose.
the bloody nose, the eyes you mentioned a little bit.
It's not the most painful, but I hate it the most is the runny nose. It's just like an open faucet. Like, especially if you're at work or school and you don't have tissues on you and it just keeps leaking.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like painful, but it's like, just stop coming
Yeah.
out of my nose.
Before this episode started, I had to make sure to blow my nose.
Oh yeah.
Probably
yeah.
5 or 6 like sets of tissues. I normally
Yeah.
grab 2 tissues at once, like 6 sets of tissues, just to give me hopefully 10-20 minutes of some. Like right now, I'm able to breathe. I'm able to talk. We'll see how long I can go,
Yeah.
but it's tough. And the last 5 years, I didn't really have allergies that bad.
I don't
my
think you
childhood-
did, no.
My childhood, elementary school, middle school, I needed my own tissue box at my seat because I would just kept getting up, blowing my nose, sitting down, getting up, blowing my nose. So it got to the point I needed my own tissue box, and I would run through that thing pretty fast.
Right
So-
now, my allergies doing pretty good. I just take Allegra. I take 2 pills a day. More to double the recommended. Hopefully that doesn't bite back.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel you don't want to overdo it. I'm only taking 1, and it's
I will
not really
never be
helping,
taking
but-
3. If they're bad, I'll try to take a shower if I'm at home or something. One time in school, my math teacher gave me some essential oils. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I need
Those worked.
I need to be using
my
essential
first time
oils.
using essential oils, but
Yeah, my mom's got them, so no excuse for me to not try something that'll help.
fingers crossed the allergies don't bite me bad this year, though.
Yeah, I
I'm
just hope.
sorry that you're dying.
I just hope I had to give a speech in 11 days.
Yeah.
And if I'm this congested,
Yeah.
if I'm up there blowing my nose like I'm like a new head coach who's crying, thinking what's his name, the Eagles offensive coordinator.
Oh, Nick Sirianni.
No, the offensive coordinator. He's coaching for the Colts now, but basically his first speech as a
Shane
Colt.
Steichen or something.
Yeah, his first speech as a Colt was him crying and sniffing every.
Yeah.
He was like, "Yeah, I want to thank Jalen Hurts," and if I'm doing that during my speech, then
I thought
It's
you were
gonna
talking about
be
Sirianni crying during the Super Bowl. That's my
yeah,
bad.
but he didn't have to give a speech, luckily. But
Maybe you sneezing, it could bring out some emotion. Try to turn those sneezes
I don't
into
sneeze
tears.
though; it's just a runny nose. I don't
Yeah.
really sneeze.
Make sure
I'll
you're
be out there
hydrated a lot
coughing.
and you can cry during your speech. And
My s-
that'll
It's
come
not
off
that
as
type
good.
of. It's not that type of speech,
Okay.
really. But I don't know. Hopefully, for next episode, at least you don't have to put up with. Do I sound congested too? Before we move
you
on.
sound.
Do I sound congested? Do I sound sick?
You sound like you're at 86% of normal Garrett.
Okay.
You're not terribly congested. I don't think you look sick. I don't really think you sound sick. But
All right.
now I'm sniffling. I'm scared.
You want a tissue?
I should be good.
Okay, but hopefully, yeah, I'm coughing. It's a mess, but hopefully by next episode I'm all right, and hopefully we can get through this episode. This is kind of a bad way to start, other than acknowledging that this is going to be a rough episode.
It's spring season. Spring has sprung.
Yeah, and
most
hopefully
people
you can
love
relate.
Spring.
Hopefully you
I
can
hate
relate.
spring because I think of allergies.
Yeah, and
yard
you got
work.
the end of school,
I
all
don't
the
want
work
to do
you got
yard
to do.
work.
Yeah, mowing grass and stuff. But anyways, let's move on from allergies. Let's forget we even have them, and let's do something that we do every week, or every
Except for that
episode.
1 week. But I know what you mean.
And that is. Jeez. Okay. And that is, my body doesn't want me to say, but that's the ego meter. And we're going to go do something that I would not want to do right now with all these
It's
allergies.
so hard to think of ego meters that are not food related. But
Yeah,
we
this
thought
episode-
of one.
Ethan said, I don't know what segment it is, but we shouldn't be talking about food. But this is exercises.
Exercise.
Something I need to get back into. I'm hoping once I'm done school for this semester, I can get back to hitting the gym pretty hard. But we got different exercises. We got 5 of them. I'm not a big exercise guy as of recent, so Ethan's the David Goggins of our generation.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
No.
he knows these exercises down to everything you need to know about them. Let's just kick it off. Let's go fast. I know we probably have some lazy listeners if they're listening to such a useless podcast.
Guys, just get in the gym out there. Just start walking. You don't even have to go to the gym. Just walk around your house. Do some push-ups or whatever.
Let's do something. And this first one, I know you're not going to want to do it, but it's an important one, and that is running.
Yeah, that isn't. Yep.
So what type of running? We doing sprints? We doing mile run?
I think of jogging, like a 7 to 8 mile per hour jog or run.
I thought you were about to say 7 to 8 miles.
No. That's some David Goggins stuff. Like not even. Running. Let's get it out of the way. I call it. It's like painfully satisfying. I hate running, but the feeling after a run is like no other. You feel like you conquered the world. You just feel cleansed, both physically and in your mind. But the first 70% of a run is terrible. But that's kind of the beauty in it, I feel like, though. So I don't know. I'll start it off. It's going to be way too high, but I'll do the 8.5 for running.
Yeah,
I think the beauty is in the suffering, if that makes sense.
I mean, most of these are suffering.
Yeah.
But,
most of exercising is suffering.
You're a treadmill runner for the most part.
Mainly treadmill. The weather's getting nicer outside. I ran outside yesterday. Had
nice.
The Rocky music on blast.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, running on a treadmill is tough. But
yeah, it's all mental. It's just trying to find a way to keep your mind busy. I listen to a podcast. I listen to our own podcast when I run. No, I don't. I listen to the Spitballers.
Yeah, that's an
like
inspiration
us,
for you. Those guys.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Spitballers. I listen to.
Hopefully, now that we shouted
them.
them out, they can shout us out. Come on, guys. We're big fans of the show.
Yeah. Okay.
But
moving on, we got bench press. Probably my favorite on the list.
Bench press is the staple exercise. It's up there with squat. I don't think we have squat today, but
we have a squat.
It's what you think of when you think of exercise, I feel like. Actually, besides running. It's what you think of when you think of weightlifting, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah. In terms of bench press, it's not even my favorite chest workout, because when you exercise, you can either build the chest out or you can build the chest wide, and I like building it wide by doing like flies and stuff. I don't love the bench press, mainly because I'm not very good at it. 7. I think it's pretty standard.
A straight 7?
7.
This is odd because you're not someone to just give straight 7s, but you've done it 2 episodes in a row.
What was the other one last episode? Do you know?
It was video games. You gave something a straight 7.
Bench press,
I think.
It has its good moments, but lately it's just been falling flat for me. I hate it. I always get fatigued. It's the first thing I do on a chest day,
Yeah.
and by the end of it, I'm exhausted for the rest of my workout,
no,
and I
can
hate
relate
that.
to that. For some reason, I used to love chest day, and as of recent, I just get so tired doing chest. I don't know what it is. Like I don't feel like after back and bi, I feel rejuvenated doing it. I feel good doing it.
I think
but
it might
after
be
chest, I'm tired.
You work out like on the crack of dawn, right?
Not recently.
Before the Amish even awake.
It's been so long since I've gone to the gym in the morning.
I think we're both tired though, because I go after work. You go in the morning. I feel like.
Well, it's been. I'm not gonna lie to my audience. It's probably been about 1 or 2 months since I've gone.
Okay.
Because I got COVID in February, and since then I haven't been going. It's just
The
allergies. I had a stomach bug. I've been getting slammed the last 2 months, which that's not my excuse because half of those months
it is
I
a
could be
valid
going.
excuse, but
when I'm sick, but when I recover, it's just not in me to go. But right now, the plan is after school, I'm hitting that gym hard, and you got to keep me accountable for that.
I will try
It's on
my
the
best.
podcast. I got to be going back to the gym
Yeah.
after school. But bench press, yeah,
It's the staple. It's what you think of when you judge strength. Oh, what do you squat? What do you bench?
Yep.
So
I like the bench, but it does get you tired. And now one that gets you even more tired, probably the most exhausting exercise
What
you
you
can
gonna hit me
do. Burpees.
Oh my! I hate burpees.
Who likes burpees?
I'm. It's going to get a low score, and you are going to agree with it. Probably the first time you ever agreed with something getting a low score. Let's hit it. I mean, not terribly low because it is effective. I'm going to hit it with the 3.5.
Whew.
It's a workout, so it's effective. It's good for you, and they're really convenient. Like I can, if I've had a bad day of eating, I can do like 10 burpees before I go to bed. I can do like 50 burpees split up before I go to bed or when I wake up. They're convenient. You can do them easy anywhere. But they are just so bad. Like, the fact that you have to get down, do a push-up, and then jump up. The jump is what kills you. The jump is what kills you.
The whole thing kills you. I don't know if there's...
The push-up is okay. Because you can kind of push yourself up.
That's the part that's modified, though. You can either... do the push-up or you just don't do the push-up.
I do the push-ups, but I freaking hate burpees. It's like running. You hate it, but they're good for you.
It's
Isn't that
probably the
all of
most
working out?
efficient. This is, what's it called? High intensity something training. This is the most hit you'll get is with burpees, in my opinion.
How many burpees do you think you could do in 10 minutes?
Like 20. Not a lot.
Dang.
Not a lot.
I could probably do like 50, which is also is not a lot.
No, because each burpee is so much harder than you think it is. Like, it's so easy to say, oh, I could do so many in 10 minutes. But in reality, if you're doing a full burpee, like 20, I'm going to be so crapped out by like 8.
I have to split up in chunks of 5. Like, okay, let's get to 5. I get to 5. Okay, let's get to 10. Let's get to 15, 20.
Yeah, burpees are no fun. So we're going to move past
The
the
3.5.
burpees. 3.5. Also a pretty painful one, but this is one I actually do for my leg workouts, and that's the Bulgarian split squat.
That's a 1. That's a 1.
A 1 out of 10?
A 1 out of 10.
Another just flat 1. Oh.
It's...
I would give it a higher rating because it stinks, but it gets the legs working, and that's an area of my body.
I can't do them, though.
You can't do them?
I can't.
Wait. Are we thinking of the same thing? Tell me what a Bulgarian split squat is.
This is the first time the crowd is ever going to see me stand up. Let's see if I can do this without breaking the setup down.
Should I move my camera to record you, or is your camera doing it?
Hopefully my camera will get it.
Let's see. Because I think I know what a Bulgarian split squat is.
It's a split squat, so it's on the leg. Is this getting it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's basically like, is this what you're thinking of?
Yeah.
The problem is I don't know how to do it. Do you put your foot like that with your toes on? And then
I don't.
Do you rest the toes?
I do that one. I don't know.
For some reason, I can't do it like this. And then if I do it like this, it just hurts my foot. It's painful either way.
I've never had that problem. I just do the one where you lay your foot flat.
I hate it. This is one of my gym pet peeves. I hate workouts where you have to do one side of the body at a time because that's basically just doubling the workout. So that's what you do for Bulgarian split squats.
Yeah, but it's you feel it and you feel good. Like when your legs are in pain, that's a good feeling. And that one that hurts the legs.
I can just never do them. And especially the bench I set on, it always slides back when I try to do it. So I end up doing like a split.
I've never had that problem either.
My gym doesn't have great benches. So I have to put like a plate against the bench.
Planet Fitness for the win.
It's shenanigans, man. But I can't harness the power of the Bulgarian split squat. I just don't know how to do it properly. It sounds like you do. When you know how to do them right, they're like the most effective things ever.
It's great.
I usually just do reverse lunges, which is one.
I do those
side
too,
of the body
actually.
at a time.
I do those too.
I like those a lot. I like those.
Yeah, those are that's like half my leg workout.
It's like a Bulgarian split squat, but take the bench away. I feel like.
Yeah, but last up here, I don't really know what this one is. I don't even know if this is considered. It is a workout. Like afterwards, you're like, oh,
exercise. Exercise can be anything.
That's true, and it's jujitsu. It's kind of getting. I feel like it's getting more popular recently.
I feel like it has, especially with the kind of younger generations, the guys listening to all the health podcasts and the Joe Rogans and the, I don't know, CrossFit is big nowadays. People just like doing new ways of exercise. Jiu-jitsu is one of those ways. I've been doing jiu-jitsu. I'm not good at it. I still get my butt kicked, but it is a great workout, I will say. I think it's one of my favorite workouts for the mind because in the simplest way, it's essentially like wrestling. Like, I don't know if you wrestled with your little brother when you were little, but
Yeah.
you guys are wrestling on the bedroom floor and you go till the other guy taps out or something or till he can't breathe or whatever. It's just like that, except with grown men. And that's kind of weird. That is with sweaty grown men. Not my favorite aspect of it, but it's such a good workout. And I don't know, I think it's mindset. It might be my favorite way of exercise because every person is different. You can be going with like some guy that's like 350 pounds of pure muscle, and he just crushes you. So you have to learn like how am I going to get out of this situation? Or maybe you're with some like 5'2" kid that's like 120 pounds, but he is so flexible, and whatever move you put him in, it just doesn't phase him. So I really like that aspect, and it's a good workout, man. I'm thinking like I did the 7, I did the 1. Jiu-jitsu is a straight 9, I feel like. It's a 9 out of 10 for me.
3, you're never going to get that again. 3 flat numbers.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about today. I think I'm still a bit weary of the idea of getting so close to people. Like, literally, I've smelled many parts of their bodies before rolling a jiu-jitsu. I don't want to do that again.
Yeah, I think my biggest downfall is it's pretty expensive.
Let's lower the score to an 8.1. It is so expensive, and it's the most dangerous thing. There are times where Alec has put me in arm bars, and you have to tap, except my one arm will be wedged, so I can't physically tap. So either I have to yell out, Alec, I'm tapping, and everyone looks over like, that guy just tapped, what a wuss. Or I don't say anything, and Alec breaks my arm. So there are times when I thought my knee was going to get blown out. It's scary, man. You can get badly hurt from it. But it is a good workout, so.
So the 8.1.
Yeah. My membership is out at the end of this month. I don't think I'll be doing it again because it's pricey.
Yeah.
But it was a fun 6 months. I recommend you guys give it a try. Get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, there you go. Get out of your comfort zone, even though
I invited you that one time, but I don't think you went.
I backed out, and I don't think I had a valid reason.
Yeah, that's okay.
I forget what it was. I was doing something, but I think I could have avoided it. But there's your exercise. Hopefully,
we love exercise.
Hopefully, this motivates me to get back in shape.
It's
I weighed myself actually recently, and I was actually okay with it. Like the number wise, it was a very old scale. I don't know. It was at the preschool. The kids were weighing on it, so I don't know if that counts with that scale.
Yeah,
exercise.
It's
probably
itself,
a good 10 pounds off, but
exercise itself is only a small fraction of a healthy life. You
yeah,
gotta have a good mindset.
I've been working on the diet. I've been working on a diet.
You gotta have a good diet. You gotta just have a positive output on life.
And I'm losing so much weight with all this snot coming out of me. There's got to be at least 3 pounds of snot in the trash can.
Yeah, man.
But moving on, we're bringing back guesstimation, and I kind of forgot about this segment, but Ethan brought it back.
It's a quick segment we can do.
And I don't know much about this segment.
So
I don't know anything really.
The first time we did it, we did movies. It was like you had to guess what the 4th highest grossing movie of all time was, I think.
Well, you gave me the movie. I had to say where it was at.
I think that was kind of the wrong format.
Yeah, that's not what I envisioned it being.
So for this one, it's basically the same format because I forgot how you wanted to do it right. So we're basically doing it the wrong way again.
Okay.
But today the theme is vegetables. Speaking of exercise, I guess this is like a healthy episode we got going on. But
yeah.
Garrett, I'll kick it off with you. The most popular vegetable in the world is a tomato. That's what my source said. A tomato, I don't even think it's a vegetable though, right? Isn't it a fruit?
I think it's a vegetable.
I'm confused by tomatoes.
It's VeggieTales.
Mate,
and that's a tomato.
That is true. Tomato is the most popular vegetable in the world. The second most popular is an onion. Garrett, what do you think the 10th most popular vegetable in the world is? Take a guesstimation.
This is not what I envisioned with this segment at all, but I'm going to try my best. Well, there really is no trying here. This is just me guessing a vegetable and hoping it's 10th.
That is what a guesstimation is, yeah. So run through the list if you want. Be like, oh, that's too high, that's too low.
The only way I can fail here is saying something that's not a vegetable. And do I know this vegetable?
Yes, yes, you do.
All right. Well, let's.
You may not know it's a vegetable. I was surprised.
I'm gonna go with what's coming on into my head right now. How many guesses do I get?
I'll give you 3.
Okay, I'm feeling celery right now.
No.
It's not
That's a
celery.
good guess. It wasn't even on the top 10 though.
Okay, maybe I'm being too. That's a good one, but it's probably not the most popular. So I guess I need to pick one. That's
That was
still pretty
that
popular.
was actually a great guess.
Well, now that you're saying that, I'm gonna think of things that remind me of celery.
Well,
I'll go. Oh man, I can't. You can't make me. That you didn't even make me laugh,
Okay.
but somehow I laughed, and it's just a cough. But I don't know. Now I'm thinking cauliflower.
no, that's also a good guess. 'Cause you're thinking of like those vegetables that like no one really cares about, but they're always there.
Yeah.
This isn't quite that. This is more of a supplement.
Oh, so this is okay. Yeah, that helps then. If it's supplementing other food.
That's a big hint
exactly
for your final
what tomato
guess.
and onions are doing. They're supplementing other foods.
Yeah, that's yeah.
You're not
I
eating
thought about it
either-
for tomato.
You're not eating a tomato on its own.
Like a tomato sauce, the tomato is the star, but it supplements pasta. So
And even then the sauce is you're not eating a tomato.
okay.
Oh, now I need to think of supplemental. Oh man.
Supplemental vegetables.
What is
I thought that would have sounded good. Supplemental vegetable. I don't know. I'm losing brain cells.
Yeah, now I'm just throwing through a loop. What am I eating on a sandwich? Is it on a sandwich, would you say? Is it in a soup?
Yes. Well, yes.
It can be in a soup. Is it named after a soup? Like you have tomato soup?
No.
Okay. Oh man, I don't. I'm thinking, no, it can't be. It can't be corn. I'm gonna.
Okay.
My answer's not corn because I don't think that's supplemental enough. You can eat corn on its own, so I'm not picking corn. But and there's corn chowder, so that both of those cancel it out. Is coconut a vegetable?
I think that's a.
Okay, that's not the answer.
Let's forget you said that. I think. I want to say it's a fruit.
I have no clue.
It
Someone
might be a
else tell
vegetable.
us.
It's a nut.
Are vegetables or nuts fruits or vegetables?
You can grow. I think a peanut is a vegetable.
Oh my goodness!
I was at a market the other day, and there were peanuts there, and I took a peanut and I ate it, and it was a raw peanut. I didn't know that could be a thing. I thought like when you grow peanuts, they're just immediately good to eat, but this was like a raw peanut. Yeah. Enough of that. Back to the 10th most popular vegetable in the world, Garrett.
The problem is I just can't think of a supplemental vegetable. I don't, because you have tomatoes and onions. Yeah, those supplement so many things. What else are you putting on a sandwich that supplements it? That's a vegetable. I worked at
Maybe
Panera.
think outside of sandwiches.
I'll ask one more thing, even though you just said that. Is this vegetable at Panera when I was working there?
No, it supplemented one of the ingredients at Panera.
Oh my goodness, I have no clue.
It is the biggest supplement in the world of foods, I would say. Besides salt and pepper.
Garlic?
Yes.
That's the answer?
Yes. I gave it away with salt and pepper, but now did you know garlic was a vegetable?
No, I wouldn't have guessed that.
Okay. I was surprised.
Well, no. If you said, is garlic a vegetable, I'd probably say yes, but
Yeah, but
I
it's
never
not
would
what you
have
think
thought
of.
that.
Garlic
Yeah.
is the 10th most popular vegetable in the world.
I got it, but it took me being
But
a wuss.
you're not out there eating raw garlic or anything, unless you're trying to kill a vampire.
Yeah.
But I'll go through the list. Tomatoes, onions, cucumbers are 3. That kind of makes sense because that accounts for pickles too, I guess.
Oh, I love
I don't know how popular pickles are outside of the U.S.
outside of the U.S.
What
okay.
were you saying?
At my youth
You
group,
seem really enthusiastic
at my
there.
youth group, they sell whole pickles for $1. The most popular item they sell.
Oh.
Pickle on a stick.
And guys, enjoy your pickles. Please don't make it your personality. There's
I'm a
there's a
pickle
cool
guy.
place in Lancaster though. It's a store that is only devoted to pickles. So
All right,
that
number
is pretty
4.
cool. Cabbage. 5. Never would have guessed it. Way too high. Eggplant. How is
A
that
lot
number
of
5?
vegetarians, vegans,
Okay.
whatever the term is.
6 is carrots. That's a classic 6 spot.
Yeah.
Carrots, we love you. Peppers at 7. Maybe a bit low. Lettuce at 8. Spinach at 9. Garlic at 10.
There you go.
Nowhere. Potatoes. I'm thinking
I
in this
thought of
list
that.
they're not even considered vegetables then. Because potatoes have to be top 5 then.
Yeah, potatoes are like top 2.
Unless maybe
three.
they're not that popular in Europe and Asia. Maybe like it's only a U.S. and Ireland thing.
Yeah, potato.
I feel like potatoes are so popular, but
No, potatoes are definitely number 1 if you count in everything a potato is used for. Like, I think if you took McDonald's fries on its own, it would outplay onions and tomatoes.
I think tomatoes and onions have it over potatoes.
Maybe those two, but definitely not.
There's onion
cucumbers.
grass. There ain't no potato
That
grass.
is true. That is true.
But that was guesstimation. I think I have yet to do the segment right. What's the right way to do it?
The right way is, I'll say, like, how do you put it? Kind of like you do this how many times a day? Like you
Okay.
you what's a good one? You lose this many hairs a day, and then you
Okay.
guess like the range or something. I don't know, something
All
like
right.
that. Just like such a random daily occurrence, or doesn't even have to be that.
Like
but
maybe like how many miles does the average American drive per week? Or
yeah, something like that.
Okay, I gotcha.
But maybe you'll see that in the future now.
Maybe.
Maybe. The last segment is our question of the day. Normally our first segment.
Yeah,
Never is
we're
our last.
we're just doing it last today.
It's a weird episode. It's weird we're doing all this health stuff. I do not feel healthy because I'm so sick right now.
I feel dirty right now.
yeah.
Like that feeling like when you wake up from a sleepover and you just feel
yes,
dirty.
I agree with that. I need a shower
But
right now.
we didn't sleep over, so why do we feel like that?
So many of my senses are out of whack. I'm wearing glasses, so my these glasses kind of like warp your vision. Like the sides of my vision right now are like slightly warped.
Oh
It's
man,
kind of weird.
your peripheral vision,
Yeah,
as they
like-
call it.
I'm doing this kind of, I don't know. It's weird. Then you get the nose, obviously, it's thrown off. My ears are thrown off. I can't really hear. All I have is my senses and my taste, which I don't need at all for this. So
Yeah.
all this health stuff, I do not feel healthy. But kind of, I like it that way, though. Being just so mentally thrown off. I like, if I were having a health podcast, I would not feel fit to talk about a health podcast the way I feel.
You look like a celebrity right now with those glasses, and I don't know who. I need to think of it.
I don't know.
That was random, but I thought of it.
Yeah, I just keep coughing. But question of the day, this was your idea. What? I guess I'll ask it because I don't have an answer for it. You do. But I have another question that I'm going to ask for
Okay.
both of us to decipher. Question of the day is, what is the first memory you have of being embarrassed?
Yeah, that was one I saw online, and it made me think. And I don't know about you, but my memory dates back to around age 4 or 5, I feel like.
Wow.
I have one like when I was 3, I feel like, but that doesn't have to do with being embarrassed. I have 2. One was when I was a bit older, like 7 or 8. That was just getting slapped and giant from my mom. That's when you get slapped in public. I don't know if you ever have. I probably
No.
deserved it. Maybe for a 7 or 8-year-old, I was a bit too young to do that, but I think everyone in the store heard the slap. Everyone went silent.
Was
They
that
just
loud?
looked at me.
Across the face?
Okay, I was lying. I'm sorry. We were walking in the Giant in the parking lot, and I was probably being a brat like most 7-year-olds can be, and my mom just turned around, whoosh, slapped me. I was embarrassed, man, because I saw the people. I don't know if they heard it, but they definitely saw it, and they were just like, oh, that poor kid. And I was like, guys, I'm okay. The other one was kindergarten, the first and only time I had to pull a card. That I don't know
Only
if
time? That's pretty impressive.
yeah, 'cause I felt so ashamed of myself when I had to pull it.
Yeah, you really were defined in your elementary years by how many cards you pulled.
Yeah,
Something about it, man. You felt bad after pulling a card.
it could make the strongest class clowns. It could break them into tears. It was amazing what it could do. It was kind of humiliating watching those class clowns we looked up to. They pulled the card, they go in the corner, and they start crying. It's like, this isn't you. Why are you crying? You're supposed to be making me laugh.
Hey, look about it. Why did I care so much? You could move your card 3 times, or pull it, move it, whatever it was, and nothing happened.
I only pulled it for the first level. That was the warning. And I didn't try it at school. I cried when I got home on the steps, at the top of the steps. My mom was like, "Why are you crying, honey?" I'm like, "I pulled a card."
And she slapped you again. Like,
yeah,
you can't pull a card.
No, she slapped me again.
I was scared.
But I got it. I remember why I pulled the card. It was me and my good buddy Jacob, who was my best friend in kindergarten. We were tight like salt and pepper, ketchup and potatoes. Ketchup and mustard, not ketchup and potatoes.
What?
We were doing the thing from iCarly when they would pull their shirt up and rub their belly. Do you remember that?
Is that Gibby's thing?
No, I think it was like everyone at iCarly did that, maybe for like an episode.
I don't know.
They go, ooh. And we were in lunch and we did that. And the lady, I guess Mrs. Parsons wasn't having a good day. She made us pull a card. And so that was probably the most embarrassing story I have.
Yeah, pulling a card was tough. I pulled, I think on average, 1 to 4 cards a year.
Wow.
I think there might have been one year I didn't pull a card. But you just had those kids that got to the pink card. And every
was the
once
pink
in
the
a while,
worst one where you
think
had to
so.
call the parents?
Yeah, and it's just, or go to the office or something. It's like, you just look at them kids and you're just like, what happened? How do you get to that card?
It's it's one of the biggest wonders of the world.
How do you get to the pink card?
Yeah.
How do you allow yourself to do that?
It's like, how are the pyramids built? How was Stonehenge made? And how do you possibly get to the pink card in elementary school?
How do you do it? Someone out there, please, if you're a bad kid, I guess is how I could put it. How did you get to that card? What did you do in a day that...
And this is elementary school, where the teachers are so nice and the kids are just so innocent. Maybe not innocent.
Depends. Preschool, at least. I'm hoping second grade's nice to me, but...
I think it's just maybe that it wasn't as big of a deal for the teachers as it was for the kids. Like when you were a kid,
teachers could see, like they could see, hey, that kid's in pain.
Yeah.
And if you cried enough, they would let you put it back because they're just like, all right, stop crying.
My teacher didn't even care when I had to pull it. They're like, why are you crying?
If you made a big enough deal, it's like, all right, just put the card back and move on. Like I don't need this in my day. I don't need a kid crying in 4th grade for pulling a card.
I'm going to throw a friend under the bus here, but I got to witness Sean pulling a card in kindergarten. He was crying, man. It was indoor recess. We were doing, like, playing cards or something, and Sean won a game of cards, and he went, sucker. And he had to pull a card for saying that. And the teacher made him pull a card, and he was defending himself. He was like, I said soccer. I said soccer. I said soccer.
Come on, Sean.
Sean, she wasn't buying that, man. You said sucker.
Yeah, classic Sean.
That was what. Sometimes I forget Sean was in my kindergarten class. That's just a weird thing. Mrs. Williams. That was a good year of school, man.
That's funny. Good old Sean.
We love Sean.
Good old Sean. But
all right. So, yeah, that was the first simple question. You said you have another one that we need to dig down deep and find the answer to.
I thought about this right before the episode. Just thinking about the English language, thinking about all the words.
Okay.
All the letters.
Okay.
Are there 2 letters in the entire alphabet, in the entire English language, that are never back to back?
A, B.
About?
Okay. Well, X, Z.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is there a word with XZ or
There is no way
ZX?
there's a word with XZ
There's
in it.
so many words, though. Like, did you know QI is a word? Like, that's a word, QI.
I could see that. It has a hard C sound.
But normally the rule of thumb is QU. But
Is that quinoa? Or is quinoa QU?
No, there's QU.
Oh.
But I kind of think
there's no way Q and X are next to each other in any word.
I think in the entire English language, there is a word out there with Q and X.
Now, I don't want to put money on this because a couple episodes ago I had to give you $10. I would bet $100 there's not a word in the English language that has Q and X.
So many words and so many random, like, there's just gotta be somewhere, or maybe like XQ. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I feel like you can mix all letters in all forms at least once.
I don't think so.
And
man.
I thought of this before the episode, so we didn't do any research. We came into this with this question. Answer's out there. It's got to be out there. And we're talking about it without knowing. So, how do I look this up? How do I look up an answer?
Just search up words that have Q and X.
So you want to do this by a case basis. You don't want the answer right off the bat.
I don't even know if you'll find a word that has Q and X in it. Not even next to each other. Just it starts with Q, it ends with X. I don't even think there's a word. And I'm sitting high on this mountain. I have the high ground.
I mean, well, now it's bringing up Scrabble words that have Q and X. And
What?
it's not saying any of them next to each other. Oh, exquisitely. That's XQ.
Okay.
So there's that.
Wait, the Q is after the X?
Yes.
X. No, that's not how you spell exquisite. It's
E-S-C.
ESC.
No,
Exquisite.
I have it right here. EXQUISITELY.
Exquisitely?
Exquisitely.
Okay. That sounds right.
But is there a Q and then an X?
No way.
I don't.
There's no way.
Yeah, I guess I gotta look up. Does the letter X ever follow the letter Q?
There's no way.
Yeah, I think you got me here.
I mean, it's not like I got you because you thought of this question too. We were both curious, but
I genuinely believe there had to be some gibberish
yeah, I think you're wrong.
that had Q and X going next to each other. So then how many... Then the question is, I guess, how many combinations of letters don't ever come? Because it can't be a lot unless...
I think it's one of those instances
The
where
big one's Q because you have QU almost all the time. So there are 25 other occurrences of another letter coming after Q.
QW? No. That's a quick stop if if it's in a cartoon.
Yeah, this is...
It's one of those instances where you think it's small and it turns out there's like 35 trillion combinations you can think of. It's just too much brain power to come out of me.
I know. I don't know. I had to ask the question, though, because I thought about it before, but I never cared enough to look into it. But that's what our podcast is for, looking into things that don't really matter. And, yeah, there's... Now, if you take, like, the letter... If you take a vowel... No, actually, no. There's no way there's a vowel that has never been matched with. There's no way. A-E-I-O... There's no way. There's no way.
Yeah. O has always been with A. I has always been
Unless
with
there's
U.
like... Yeah, no, there's... Yeah, okay. That we can rule out.
Oh, wait, no. I even thought of UI, but quick.
Yeah.
Or wee.
Is there...
Buoy. That's UI.
Buoy?
A buoy is like the thing out in the ocean, I think.
Oh, U-O-Y you're saying?
B-U-I-Y. A buoy.
B-U-O-Y. That's how you spell buoy.
Oh, yeah. B-U-O-U-Y.
Buoyancy, buoyant.
I don't know. We're really
we're
flexing our stupidity. What's your favorite duo of two letters together? What's the most dominant duo?
The most dominant duo? What kind of... I don't know. I feel like that's not very important.
Although
I guess our podcast isn't that important. I like...
A-B? The double E?
Ab.
J-K?
I'm going... I think the most powerful letter is B. Just like... B. And then you follow it with like O. Bo. Or Ba. B.
I think the most powerful trinity of letters is LMN. Element.
Oh, L-M-N-O-P.
Saying that on the alphabet, you feel so cool, man, when you're saying
Or you just go, ba-ba-ba-ba-P.
What?
Like preschoolers, when they get to that point, they're just ba-la-la-la-P.
Elemental P.
Like you're not saying letters. You're saying a word with LMN. LMN.
I'm 19 and there's still times where I don't know whether the O or P comes first.
Oh, come on. There's no way.
Yeah.
LMNOP.
Well, I have to go through the alphabet to say it. But
nah, come on.
same thing like T and U.
Can you say the alphabet backwards?
This is one of the instances where, like, if I were ever to get pulled over for what they think of drunk driving, and they're like, "Sir, say the alphabet backwards," I wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, I couldn't.
X, Y. Wait, no, Z, Y, X,
W, Z, U, V.
No, you said Z.
Oh yeah, and we're not smart enough to do that. It should be so easy, but you rely so much on the jingle.
Yeah.
That it's just you can't do it, or you can do it. We can't do it. I don't know. That's enough letter talk for me, I think, because I'm not smart enough to keep talking about it. That's the bottom line.
I think
here.
I'm gonna learn Mandarin. Moral of the story.
Yeah, maybe this was inspired by me. Actually, now I just got
Drafting a
another
language last
question.
year.
Now I just got another question. In all the languages, are there two letters? The languages that use the alphabet, are there two letters that don't go together? In all of them, there's got to be a language out there.
Q and X, I thought.
Yeah, but all languages, not just English. Open your mind to all the languages that use the alphabet.
I don't even know. If you asked me to say one letter in the German alphabet,
well, yeah, you wouldn't know, but
actually I would.
Just use your guesstimation. Is there all the languages that use the alphabet? Is there a solution to all letters being back to back?
I think your allergies are starting to attack your brain cells. I don't know.
Well, that's the point. You don't know, but you
Okay.
have to pick one. I'm still saying there's got to be something out there.
My brain is in so much pain right now. I'm trying.
Oh, so is mine. Luckily, we're wrapping up here, but
1 + 1 is 3. That's all I know, man. You know.
no. What is going on? What?
That segment truly just zoned me out. That was the dumbest thing ever.
That's the point of it. You had a healthy segment, and I had a very unhealthy segment.
Yeah.
But let's just wrap this thing up. Let's go to something that we know is reliable, that we know is true, and that is Scripture.
Yeah.
End on this Bible verse. The only part of our podcast that will ever amount to anything, or mean anything, or have value, for the most part. Well, this is full value. The rest of it's like 1% value.
I think one of our segments will save a life one day. But this is the most important.
Well, just
thing of the
entertaining can
episode.
save lives.
Yeah.
You never know. But this part, most important part, I got Matthew 18:10. This was kind of a last-second verse.
Okay.
Ethan asked we were supposed to decipher kind of a random verse, so I don't really know.
Oh, he actually went with it. Okay.
Kind of. I picked it because I liked the first part, but I don't know its deeper meaning, I guess.
Let's hear it.
And that is, see that you do not despise one of these little ones, for I tell you that their angels in heaven always see the face of my Father in heaven. Did that rhyme? No, it just said heaven twice.
It said heaven with heaven. So I guess yes.
I just saw it as do not despise the little ones, as the kids out there, pay respect to them kids. Don't look down on them because of their limited knowledge. There's a powerful being there. But I didn't really piece it to
the verse again?
You should have listened to the first time.
Just say it like Matthew.
Okay.
Matthew.
Oh,
8.
Matthew 18:10.
I'm gonna go meditate on that later tonight.
And as you at home should do as well. Take that verse. We're not smart enough to really tell you exactly what it means, but go home and do some research and tell us what it means, I guess, or tell yourself.
I'm with you. The first part was pretty simple. It seemed on paper,
Right.
but we'll have to dig into that.
The angels in heavens always see the face of my Father. I don't know, but that's why we take verses and we try and learn them, because this is truth. This is 100% real. So to not understand such truth, you got to keep applying yourself to keep growing in
maybe it's like no
biblical
matter
knowledge.
how rebellious those little rascals can be, the ones up above can always see the godliness in them, and so that's what we have to do.
I think that's a pretty good way of putting it.
So
I'd say that's probably what it's saying.
hopefully, I don't know.
That sounded pretty cool.
There are times when you think you're on the money, and then it turns out you're in left field.
Yeah.
But
But there's your verse for the day. There's your podcast for the day. Thank you for
episode
listening.
10, man.
This is a very weird episode just because of how busy my schedule is with college.
I think it was
we kind of threw this one together, but I think that's what makes it beautiful.
It was a big eye opener for how little effort goes into these. Like we had a fun podcast with like no prep time.
Yeah.
But
It's just us pouring out what is in our minds, which isn't anything really. We don't have much up here, but that's what makes it great.
This is our safe space to get all the stupid out so that we don't do it in the real world.
Or it's encouraging the stupidness. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. But that's your podcast. I'm going to go blow my nose. I'm going to go take a shower.
Guys, this is our 10th episode. Let's get this video to 100 views. Let's do it, guys. Come on. Is that too much to ask for?
100 views, 100 listens?
Yeah.
Do you want me to combine all the platforms and see if we can get to 100?
Well, our short reels might be able to. Our short reels will rack up a bunch of views.
Which
but on YouTube. I want 100 views.
Okay, 100 views on YouTube. But shout out to one of our reels on Instagram. It is up to 1,000 likes.
Dang. Is that you in your shower habits?
Me talking about my my
so
sweat
ridiculous.
habits.
Who would have thought?
So the shorts do well. The shorts, for the most part, do well. So, and with time, it'll only go up. So, thank you for listening.
Thank you, guys.
And
have a good one.
We'll see you in 2 weeks. Hopefully my allergies go away. Thank you.